Hi, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Airing Austin YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about the new Netflix movie, Leave the World Behind. It follows the story of the Stanfords. They're a little family of four. The mom, she is a marketing agent, and the father, he is a college professor. They're feeling the tension, and they just want a little mini vacation, a little mini excursion with the kids. They just want to be able to breathe. So they leave the city, not too far, just to go visit the beach, rent out an Airbnb. However, the story then starts whenever the owners of the house come back after a major incident happens in New York City. So these families are now forced to live in this house for the weekend, and then the world just starts shutting down on them. That's where the movie essentially kicks off. Our former president, Barack Obama, actually helped out with the production. He was the producer, helped a lot with the script just to keep things a little bit more nuanced, more balanced in terms of real world aesthetics, because that's what the director wanted to go with. This movie is also a psychological thriller. And if you guys know me, I love me some psychological thrillers right behind a good character study movie. Now, if there's absolutely one thing that I have to make clear here about this movie is that Julia Roberts carries everything about this film on her back. She plays the mama bear very well. She's always angry, always bitter, always asking the real questions. And then also people are bouncing questions off of her that, they don't make their family look the best. Initially, they come across as this family who is spoiled. They don't want to learn. They don't want to accept others. And so you want nothing to do with them. But as the film progresses and you see them interact with the other family and they interact within their own family, you can kind of see the dynamics kind of piece themselves together. In all of the answers for what the movie presents you with all these questions, all of the answers for those questions, they're all given to you within this movie. I know a lot of people here might be thinking, okay, but if they're giving away all of the answers, doesn't that kind of ruin the movie? Well, yes and no, depending on how you watch it. If you watch it with the end in mind, it does kind of leave a lot of things up for interpretation. And I think that was one of the biggest gripes I had with my latest movie review of The Boy and the Heron, to where we were just not given any of that information, and so we couldn't come up with our own conclusions. But here, it's just, here's everything, take it all, and then we're gonna leave everything afterwards to you. It's a commentary on America. It's a commentary on our lifestyles. It's a commentary on also just the foundation of how everything works. Capitalism, everything is entirely just kind of broken. It's all broken, and it can be easily taken advantage of. But that's not just here. You can apply this to any country available. In essence, we're digging a hole in the sand and we're burying our heads. We turn away from all of the negatives that are happening, and that can especially be said for what's currently going on in the world. I mean, lots of people are getting fired from their jobs for expressing empathy for how other countries are currently facing their situations. It just gives you so much to chew on. I really did enjoy this movie. Yes, there are a few minor nitpicks here and there, but there's also so much to love about this movie, especially with the actors. I feel like the kid actors, they could have come across so very pessimistic, annoying, fragile characters, but they really don't. They do carry their own weight throughout the film. A lot of their story arcs, actually, that I don't enjoy have to do with the editing. The editing is so bouncy. It's like a bouncy ball took over the editing room, and they said, let's cut from this scene to this scene to this scene, back to that scene, back to this scene, and then back to this scene, and over here. It was hectic. It only applies to the parts to where there are tension scattered throughout the movie, and I wish that there was a different editing style, but again, that's just a very minor nitpick. But going back to Julia Roberts real quick and her interactions with the character played by Mahershala Ali, I feel like that was also a huge character fault. They discuss a possibility of something not good happening, but the fact that it was even alluded to, which it was a lot in that scene, there was a lot of tension there. I just thought, yeah, that was a huge downplay on her character. Again, this movie has a lot of great touch points discussing a lot of what is currently going on in the world and how we genuinely are reacting to these situations. And I think that is one of the greatest takeaways from this movie. A lot of people may not actually come up with that as a takeaway. Some people may watch the ending and think, okay, so what now? And I can totally see that happening. And then all of a sudden, the information just kind of stops and we cut to black and it ends on a friendly little jingle. I'm not going to spoil exactly what that jingle is, but it definitely makes the movie feel like it ends on kind of a positive note, but with the news that we just, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. So we discussed the editing. Now I wanna go ahead and talk more about the filmmaking, especially more so with the camera work, because my gosh, the camera work in this movie just kind of annoyed me, but it was also really good. There were some scenes where I'm like, holy cow, and it just made me feel so like overwhelmed with emotions and how well executed it was, mostly with the camera work. And then there were some shots where I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have used that lens, or what is up with the composition in this scene? There was one shot that essentially became a drone shot and turned into an FPV shot, and then turned into a dolly shot, which then turned into just an overall pleasant image. I thought that was very strange, connecting all of those different camera styles, movements, and then overall making a very just clean visual. I was actually very impressed by that. There was another scene where they were avoiding some cars, and by the way, that scene was beautiful. And then the execution of what was to come in that scene, all just amazing. I felt like I was actually there in the vehicle with this family, and what the director of photography did there, I thought that was pretty darn amazing. Overall though, I did find this film fascinating. I am gonna go ahead and recommend it to you guys. It is currently streaming on Netflix. It's about 2.5 hours long, surprisingly very long. The beginning felt very dragged out, but then the end felt like it just went by so quick. And so I really liked that. Not a lot of pacing issues other than that bouncy ball editing. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like. It does help out a lot. And if you guys wanna watch some more future movie reviews, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Otherwise, my name is Austin. I just watched a movie, talked about it, and I'm really sorry that I'm really bad at saying goodbye. All right, bye. See ya. Take care. Bye.